Hello, everybody. My name is Tom, and I have Jody here with me today. She's going to observe this little import video that I'm going to do. Our last video, we discussed adding records into the system using the Add New Employee, and that's how you add records manually. Today, we're going to discuss how you enter records into the system using the import capability. You'll notice there's no data. There's no data in main. There's no data in history. So let's go get some data. We're going to use the import button.
All right.
All right, so this is going to allow me to go out and navigate my hard drive and find my import file, which I have some here. I keep them in the employee files directory. And this is a good one here. It says 70, but I think there's actually 80 some records here. There's 82. You notice how it tells you how many.
Okay.
So I've got this import file,
And we are looking at a comma separated file.
a comma separated value. That's exactly right, Jody. And these are easy to create, and that's typically how you import data into any software. You'll notice that some of these don't have a result, so these are not going to be imported into history. They'll just be imported into main. And then there's going to be other records in here that are duplicate. And so you see Sue Smith here?
Right.
She's going to be imported into history twice because she's got two records.
I actually see three.
You're right, she's got three.
Okay.
Yes, so she's going to be having three records that'll go into history, and the latest one will go into main.
Oh,
So that's the way it works.
okay.
So I also want to say that once we say import file, when I say import this file, it says the following process will check your import records to ensure they are valid. Continue with record validation. This is an important point, Jody, because we don't actually import any data until we're sure they're all valid.
Oh,
What'll happen if I had a bad record here during this validation process? It would tell me that I have a bad record and it would tell me which record is bad. That would allow me to go fix that record and then start over. That's the validation process. So we don't import until all the records validate.
I like that. So it's all or none.
Exactly, because that way you don't have to do a partial import. It's going to import 40 of them, then come to a bad one. Now you got to fix the bad one, and you got to create a new import file from 40 on to
Right.
import.
That
Right.
was tedious.
Yes. So this way you fix it, and then once it validates, they're all validated. We know that they're going to import, and then we import
I like that.
them. Okay, so let's go to that validation process. And you will be notified when the validation finishes. Watch how quick this is. Boom, it validated them all.
Wow.
Congratulations. Okay, continue with import. Yes. You will be notified when the import finishes. 82 records, all these characters. It has to look at every character to do an import. And it's that quick. That is fast.
That's super
Okay, so
fast.
records in the import file are 82. Records imported in the main, 71. Records not imported in the main because they were duplicates, because that means these are 11 that had people that had more than one test. And then records imported into the history was 75. So just like that. So we got 71 records in main, 75 in history. So we have some people out here that have more than one. Look at Melissa Jones. One, two, three, four, five. She has five records. So that means that she's went on five different occasions and did a drug or alcohol test, and all her information's here. And on this history window, which we're going to show later, when you do an employee report or a company report, we'll get all her data. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So that's basically how easy it is to do an import. And
Okay, I like
you have
it.
any
You have two ways to do it. You could add the new employee each time if you'd like to do that
manually, which we
manually.
discussed in the previous video,
Or if you like doing the comma separated files, you can do it super quick
get them
with
in
the
there quick.
import data button.
All right. And you can
Excellent.
do a mixture of both. So that'll wrap up this video on importing. Thanks for watching.
Thank you, Tom.
All righty.